We're going to need 2 rods for the multi-species box in April from Monster Bass. And I'm talking ultralight. Ultra light, maybe not like ultra light, ultralight, and just a good old standard medium heavy bait caster. That's it. These are the only 2 that we're going to need, and the only 2 that you're going to need to take out with what's in this month's multi-species box. What's up, Monster Bass fans? It's Alex, Oklahoma's worst angler on YouTube and Instagram. And like I said, we're going over the multi-species box for April. And like I said, we're gonna need an ultralight, we're gonna need a medium heavy. That's it. Those are the only 2 rods that you're gonna need when you take this box out and go hit a pond or go out to the lake and just have some fun fishing. So let's dive into this. Let's show you guys what we got going this month. We've got the Bait Lab Ultimate Strike Shad in perch, laser perch. One of my favorite ways to target these fish on top water. We got the Steel Shad Popper, and this is in a baby bass pattern. And that right there, anybody who knows me and watches the channel on YouTube knows that I love baby bass, and this thing, that is right up my alley. But now we're gonna get into the fun stuff, okay? I guess, well, last but not least, we should mention that you are getting a full spool of Trilene XT, 10 pound in your box. I guess pound test may vary. I got 10 pound, that's what I got. Let me know what you guys got in yours. Hop over to the channel, let me know. But let's get into the fun stuff. And by fun stuff, I'm talking about the stuff that we're gonna be throwing on that ultralight, okay? This ultralight that I've got here, it's literally a 6-foot spinning rod with a 500 size spinning reel. That's it. That's all we're gonna need. And I'm talking no heavier than 6 pound test. No heavier. 6 pound fluorocarbon. That's what I would recommend. You may even want to go down to 4 pound. You know, I mean, I like 6. I like just something a little bit heavier, but with some of these, you may even want to go 4 pound just for the extra fight and just for the extra fun. So the first thing we've got here is the Go-To Lures Shimmer Shad. This is a micro crank in a little sexy shad. They call it spring blue. I guess that's more of like a chartreuse lavender is what it is. But a little micro crankbait right here. Let's go and open this up and see if Alex can't stick himself. This is a 50 millimeter lure, 0.3 grams, or is it 3 grams? I don't know, but this thing is super light, very sticky hooks. I'm talking, without sticking myself, that thing is sticky. And that is exactly what you want for those little fish that are just gonna come up and just nip at it. And just nip at this, they're gonna get stuck. This is one that I'm taking to the creek. That's what I'm doing with this guy. Pond maybe, but I want some moving water. I wanna find some current. That's how I'm gonna be fishing this guy in a creek specifically. But look at that. Like, that is a slick little lure right there. Little crankbait. That's gonna snatch up some of those river and creek fish that you're targeting, whether it be smallmouth, bream, panfish. We all call them perch here in Oklahoma. So, I mean, it's really whatever you want to call it. But, I mean, I would say perch all the time, but people probably think that I'm actually talking like perch. Not talking perch. I'm talking like bluegill. Bluegill and all of their cousins is what I'm talking about. Next thing we've got another Roadrunner. This is a 1/16 ounce Roadrunner. 1/16 ounce with a little tube trailer on there. That's why I say we're gonna need ultralight. 1/16 ounce, how many times have I said that now? Anybody keeping count? 1/16 ounce Roadrunner. We're gonna need the ultralight to cast this thing. We're gonna need that light line to do that. And we're gonna want that really light rod to make sure that those little tiny hooks are getting stuck in that fish's mouth and being able to bring them right back in. 1/16 ounce Roadrunner, that might have been 7 times. I wasn't keeping count, but that might have been 7 times that I said that. We got a pack of Mustad hooks, size 8. I believe there's 20 in a pack, 10 in a pack. Ooh, man. Someone's gonna get real mad at me for messing this up. Now, let's talk about these and what I'm gonna be using these hooks for. I'm gonna be using these guys on the 2-inch Ballsy. So these guys are actually from Widowmaker Lures, and it is just a really, it's an interesting little bait there. You know, 2-inch Ballsy. However, let's talk about how to rig this and how I'm going to be fishing it. So me personally, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to wacky rig this, kind of a Texas rig. So I've got an egg sinker down here, which is just, for display purposes. But I'm literally going to wacky rig this thing. Just that right there. I'm going to wacky rig that. And they're actually pretty durable. I mean, I was doing a little bit of pulling on this thing. So I don't think you're going to be running into a lot of those fish ripping that thing off. And that's not even buried all the way through the body. But I'm going to wacky rig it with a weight down below. Or I'm going to drop shot it. Again, this weight is too heavy, but it is just for display purposes only. But we're talking about just a good old drop shot technique with a 2-inch ballsy. And this is obviously not the Mustad hook, but just, again, for display purposes. So sue me, I'm not using the Mustad hook on every single one, okay? Get over it. Anyways, drop shot. That's how I'm going to be doing these. I'm going to wacky rig it, weight at the bottom, or I'm going to drop shot it. That's it. Simple as that. Just something that you can really just kind of dangle right in front of them. Say you're fishing a dock, either of those are going to work. But get a good tag in, good leader length there, tag, leader, whatever it may be. But that way you can just really suspend that and then just dangle that right in front of them. Give them a little dingle, and see if they want to, put your 2-inch ballsy in their mouth. I'll get canceled for that one. And then the last one that we've got is the Different Breed Lures. Little grub here. Little like summer craw type twisty tail grub. However, this is a different take on a grub. You see, it's got kind of a shad shape to it. And as you see on the package, shad scented, can confirm. Definitely shad scented. But this is another one that I'm going to either wacky rig, I'm going to use it on that Roadrunner, or, the Roadrunner from last month's box. Something like that I can really just kind of just dangle right in front of them. Maybe the jig heads that we got in last month's box, something like that, a little 1/16 ounce to maybe a 1/8 ounce. 1/8 ounce might be a little bit heavy. 1/16 ounce jig head. Throw that right up on those little bluegill beds because that time is coming up. A little drop shot, something to just kind of dangle right in front of some crappies' faces right there. But I like that chartreuse belly. I like the contrast to it. Lighter color belly, darker on top. Plenty of action in that tail. That's it. Guys, that is it. Hope you're enjoying the boxes. Hope you're enjoying these videos, these little how-to. Whenever I how-to, I don't know. But thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate every single one of you. I'll see you next time on the water.